Bill Brady, One United Body, doing another video on leadership training. And I'm going to pull up the diagram that I've made for you before and then build on that. So here is the diagram I've made before. This part below the horizontal line is on Earth primarily. And this part above the horizontal line is in heaven primarily. And we have first prophets, then apostles, then kings, then priests. So here's more of the pattern. You recognize that apostles and prophets are the fourth and fifth stones of the kingdom age, and that kings and priests are stones in the age of Melchizedek. The final stone, the capstone in the age of Melchizedek is sun. And here's how I'm going to diagram sun. Sun functions in, meant to be a square. A sun functions in all four functions: prophet, apostle, king, and priest. And so this outside square is going to be sun. What is the sun function? Well, the Father shows the Son all that he is doing. And the Son does the same things that the Father is doing in the same way. Excuse me. So the Son functions in these four functions: prophet, which I believe is the ox face of God; apostle, which is the eagle face of God; king, which is the lion face of God; and priest, which I believe is the man face of God. The Son has been shown, or is shown, how to do all four of these functions. Now, sun itself has two other categories of sun. The Son as Son of God does specific functions, and one of the main ones is raising the dead. And the Son as Son of Man does specific functions. And the major one is judgment. Son of God functions in the fifth elementary principle of kingship, which is the doctrine of the resurrection of the dead. Son of Man functions in the sixth elementary principle of kingship, which is the doctrine of the everlasting judgment. So our training and leadership functions goes from being trained as a prophet, or one who is prophetic, to being trained as one who is apostle or one who is apostolic, then being trained as a king, to being trained, as a priest, functioning in all four of these functions as a son. Which, what does a son do? A son is, the Father shows the Son all that he is doing, and the Son then learns how to do the same things that the Father's been doing, and specifically the function that the Father's been doing then is transferred over to the Son. Father's still involved with that function in a supervisory way as the source of that function, not just supervisor, I should say, as the source of that function. but the Son does the exact actual functioning. He executes that function. He does the executing of judgment and so on, or the actual executing of raising the dead. And then, as I said, two specific names that we function in as a son. One is a son of God. As a son of God, we are shown how to raise the dead. And as a son of man, we are shown how to function in judgment, to do everlasting judgment. So I wanted you to see that, how it relates to these particular names.